How has it been? How's the performance been? Am I coming in focus now, or is it struggling? Is it struggling? Let me tap myself on the screen, tapping myself, and there we go. Am I in focus? So how was that? I've said it once before, and I'll say it again, but who's a happy boy then? Who's a happy boy? I think you'll find that's me. I've been here before, I've been here many times before. I love filming here, and I love filming, being by myself and having this area all to myself to talk about things that I love, things that I'm into, and basically I'm an introvert, so that's why I love it here. I filmed a video quite recently, a few months ago, talking about the Canon R6 lens, the 18mm 2.8, and I said it's the best vlogging lens, and I was very happy with that lens. And yeah. When that lens first came out, I was like, oh my God, this is such a sick lens, and now I want one for the Lumix S5. And I was so happy with the, I don't need to repeat what I said in that video, you can just watch it, I'm going to link it up here, but I was so happy with the 18mm 2.8, it was like the perfect vlogging lens for the Canon R6, it's dirt cheap and it's lightweight, yeah, it was just 2.8, so it's fast. So then I was like, I need the equivalent for the S5, so I did some research and I noticed that the S5 Lumix were about to release, well, the release is like a cheaper, more affordable lineup, because obviously, if you're not aware, Lumix lenses are quite expensive. So they're released in a more affordable lineup, and the 85mm, 50mm, they've all been released, 35mm released, I think the 24 as well. And one of them was gonna be the 18mm, I think it's gonna be 1.8. So I was like, that's the lens I'm gonna get. When's it coming out? Take my money now. So I've waited a little while for that lens to come out, and it hasn't come out yet. So I haven't been pining for it because I don't really vlog with the S5. Vlogging is something that I'll do with the R6, but I still looked at what other lenses there are, and they've got the 16 to 35, which is quite a heavy lens, and it was an f4, and it's quite expensive, so it didn't fit into my like frame work of like, I need a dirt cheap lens, lightweight, perfect for vlogging. I just got on with my life. Totally forgot about the 18mm. I was filming with S5, but obviously filming client work. And then suddenly, randomly, Sigma came out and said they're releasing a 2.8, 16 to 28 lightweight lens. And bad boy, let me tell you now, that's what I'm filming this bad boy on now. The 16 to 28, 2.8mm, and it's lightweight, not as dirt cheap as I'd like it to be, but I am a happy boy. I am a very happy boy. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you if I'm going to get the 18mm when it comes out, or am I going to stick with the 16 to 28 2.8 Sigma lens. Obviously, if you're a Lumix owner and you would know that we have issues with autofocus on these cameras, and the best way to get a good autofocus on a Lumix camera is to get a Lumix native lens, because they seem to work the best. And I've got a Sigma 35mm, so I know already that this 35mm Sigma 1.4 really struggles with autofocus. It's barely usable. I have to go manual. So one of my concerns is with this Sigma lens is, how's the autofocus performance going to be? I have the 50mm Lumix cheapo lens that will pretty much be similar to the 16mm that's going to come out, the 18mm that's going to come out. So I pretty much know that autofocus would have worked on 18mm, but how does it work with this lens? And currently I've got the autofocus on, so I know compared to 35mm, having it wide open, having the lens open to 16mm is going to be easier for the focusing, but how has it been? How's the performance been? Am I coming in focus now, or is it struggling? Is it struggling? I think it might be struggling. Let me tap myself on the screen. Tapping myself, and there we go. Am I in focus? So how was that? As you know, Sigma lenses and Lumix lenses, Lumix camera and Sigma lenses, autofocus doesn't really work that well. So, is that an issue for you? I don't know. So something I really like about this lens is basically if you're a gimbal user or a Glidecam user like myself and you have it in 16mm and you want to punch into someone closer or something closer, get to 16 all the way up to 28, which is the max, and it doesn't change balance. It doesn't come out, it doesn't go retract or whatever. It's still the same balance, and you can still use it in your Glidecam or your gimbal, and you do not have to rebalance. There you go. So let's have a bit of that, shall we? We've come to the end of the video, and I'm going to decide if I'm going to be keeping this lens or still be purchasing the 18mm 1.8 when it comes out. Am I happy with this lens, or will I be getting the Lumix? And to be honest with you, is autofocus not good enough for my liking? Obviously when you do videography, when you do client videos, I can manual focus as I shoot, but vlogging, you kind of need autofocus. Is that an issue for me? Is that something that's going to hold me back? Something that's going to make me try and get the Lumix? Well, to be honest, I'm used to filming with rubbish autofocus, and I will try and vlog with rubbish autofocus. I'm using autofocus now. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I can live with it. I'm happy with the 16 to 28. I'm happy that I can use it on my Glidecam. I'm happy I can punch in when I need to. Happy I can go back to 16mm when I want to vlog. So I will be keeping this lens and Lumix. I'm sorry it took so long. I won't be purchasing the 18mm. If you want to purchase the 16 to 28, I recommend it for sure, but just remember that I ain't no pro, but I do like filming. If you found any value from watching this video, feel free to like and subscribe. I apologize that I sound a bit raspy with my COVID recovery, and yeah, feel free to enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, it's very much appreciated.